welcome back to my channel. Today is a serious day, so we're gonna put on our serious faces. No, really, it is a little serious, but like, you guys know me, I'm pretty open about mental illness. I think it's really important to be open about, so it's very important to me to make this video. I have been putting off making this video. I was actually supposed to make it a long time ago, and I didn't because I'm nervous. I'm not nervous to like share with you guys that I'm doing this. I'm nervous about what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know what to say because I don't know who's going to view this, and whoever's viewing this, I don't know what you're going through. So I don't want to like alter anyone's opinions, like make them go one way or another. Be very responsible with how I talk about this. So I've been trying to think about how to do that, and like, I don't know. So I'm just gonna do my best. But yeah, keep that in mind during this entire video, that everything you're about to hear is my experience. Like, I did my own research. This isn't just for the video. Like, that would actually be really awful if someone only did this for a video. No, I did this for real reasons, and I did my research, but everyone's experience is going to be different. So yeah, this is my experience. Your experience could be exactly the same, or it could be completely different. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. I did major in psychology for one semester though, so. All right, let's get into it. It's gonna be great, I think. Okay, a little backstory. I have been depressed for a large part of my life, pretty much all that I can remember. I started doing something about being depressed. In middle school, I started cutting and having thoughts of suicide and horrible stuff like that. It actually breaks my heart to think about that I was so young going through that. I can't imagine someone that age going through that, like they're just little babies. It breaks my heart. But it happens. So obviously my parents found out. They did stuff about it. I never like went away anywhere. I never went on medication. I didn't go to therapy or anything because it was kind of just passed off as my teenage hormones are running amok, which it very well could have been, but in my case, it was not. I had depression. And so I was really sad all throughout school. And then after I graduated, it got really bad. I did go to a few therapy sessions, and they diagnosed me with a few things here and there. They said I might be depressed, I might be bipolar, and I might have borderline personality disorder. And I ended up not really liking therapy, so I just stopped going. So that was right after high school. I graduated in 2014, so that was like 5 years ago. Oh god, I'm so old. And I've had my ups and downs since then, but in the past year is when it's gotten really, really intense. And to be honest, no longer manageable. If you know me in real life, you know that I've always been really against medication. And thinking about it now, I don't really know why I was against medication. I think I was against it because of the idea that it messes with your head, it turns you into a different person, it makes you brain dead, whatever other stereotypes there are. So I was really against it because I wanted to be able to fight and beat my depression on my own. That's the kind of person I am. I need to do things on my own. But in the past year, I've had the painful realization that I cannot do this on my own. My anxiety and depression have gotten so bad. It was hard to like go to work. It was hard to just get up in the morning to have friends or socialize. I was just angry all the time. When I'm anxious, I get really angry and really testy. So it was like hurting people around me. Just basically, I could not handle life. I was having a really hard time just living day to day. And I was doing every little thing I could imagine to make it better. All the things I used to, like journaling and meditating and just spirituality in general, trying to hang out with my friends more, relax more, be productive more, like anything I could think of to make it better. And it wasn't getting better. So I remember the moment I decided I wanted to do this. Me and my boyfriend had just gotten into a big fight, which this isn't me pinning anything on him. That's just the reality of what happened. We got into a big fight. I stormed out of the house. I drove away. And I remember literally having to stop my car and park like in the middle of the street because I was having the most intense panic attack of my life. And I remember thinking during it, like, that's it. I cannot do this every day anymore. I need to do something about it. I need an answer to this or I'm going to die. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. I've tried literally everything there is, which I think everyone should do before you try medication. Try everything else that you can. And I did. I tried everything and it just didn't work. I'm probably coming off as like I'm trying to justify why I'm doing this, which I kind of am, because unfortunately every person that I have told about this, like the people I'm close to that I've told, their first reaction was always like, ooh, that kind of messes with your head, or something along those lines. And it's actually really, really hurtful because it was either I get on medication or I die. and they're giving me shit for choosing the option that isn't death. So yeah, I don't know, that just kind of hurts my feelings, so I do feel like I have to justify it, which is really annoying. And another reason I wanted to make this video, because if you're having a hard time and you can't handle it, get the help that's gonna work for you. Like, if it really comes down to you dying or doing the thing, do the other thing. Like, I have been depressed my whole life, but I don't want to die. My depression wants me to die, but me, deep down, I don't want to die. I don't want to kill myself. That absolutely terrifies me. I like terrify myself. When I was depressed, I really scared myself, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I might actually do it. That is so scary, like not being able to trust your own brain. So anyways, I went to a psychiatrist. This is basically how it happened. I made the appointment. It took like a month to get in, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. That's business. So I go in. It's this really small office. There's literally only one doctor and I think like a PA. I ended up seeing the PA. I talked to them for like 15 minutes. They were just asking me questions like what I'm experiencing, how long I've been experiencing it. They were really, really nice. They didn't dig too deep. I was really nervous. Like during the session, I was like shaking and like my hands were really sweaty. Well, because I was still suffering from anxiety, and I had to run through like all my worst memories in 10 minutes. So it was a lot, but it was fine. They were really, really nice. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna start you off on the lowest dosage of Zoloft. Come back in a week, we'll see how you're doing. And I was like, that's it? They also prescribed me an anxiety medication that I ended up never taking, because the Zoloft was enough for me and I didn't want to like layer things if I didn't have to, because I'm still a little bit wary about medications. So the first week or so, I tried to document every day kind of how I was feeling. I ended up skipping a few days here and there. I think I have about 3 clips, so I'm gonna show those so you guys know like real time how I was feeling. Hi guys, today is my first day on Zoloft, and I wanted to film right now. I know I'm like not done up, I don't have the right lighting, I'm not in the right spot, but I wanted to film right now because I'm having like a little bit of a, I don't know, I feel like my brain is going really fast, but everything that I'm doing is happening really slowly. So how do I feel? That's what I want to talk about. Almost immediately after I took it, I was like, energy, like so much energy, and not like coffee energy. Like it felt like natural energy, so I didn't immediately put it on the Zoloft. I felt a little funky driving, felt a little disoriented, and that's when I was like, okay, maybe it's starting to kick in, because it's supposed to make you feel a little disoriented at first. And like I said, I have so much energy. I've been home for a few hours and I have just been like non-stop deep cleaning. I usually spend a long time cleaning. I like cleaning, but I was kind of going hard at it today, like really deep cleaning, kind of going up and down the stairs a lot, and I had to like stop mid-bath time with one of my ferrets because I thought I was gonna faint. Like my head feels crazy, but I don't know, I just thought I was gonna faint, and I've been really, really sweaty. I think that's a thing. Yeah, and I don't usually sweat like ever, so it's weird, and I'm really, really sweaty, and I'm really shaky, and like it feels, I don't know what I'm saying. I feel very disoriented, so if that's why I'm not making that much sense. I haven't done hardly any drugs in my life, so my body right now is very like, what the fuck is happening, I'm sure. And it's supposed to take a few weeks to settle in. I can't even really assess my emotional mood because like I feel so manic, but I also feel so shaky, so I'm kind of just like sitting in bed, like inside my head, like freaking out. Well, not freaking out, but it's just like going a mile a minute, but like I can't like move anymore. Like I feel like I overdid it on accident. Like I expended too much energy too fast. So I'm trying to just chill now. Feels like this is a drug. Like they're not fucking around. And it feels like that. It feels like I just tried like a new party drug, or just like snorted coke or something. Because it feels very all-encompassing, and for some reason I wasn't expecting that. I don't really know what I was expecting, because like I've never been on any kind of medication really. I didn't expect for it to have this effect. I did expect for at first it to not feel that great, because like your body has to get used to these things, but I didn't expect to have such an intense wave of energy and mania. But at the same time, I'm so tired. Like I feel out of breath. I'm so tired. But also I want to get up and do things. Alright, so it is day 2. I didn't film last night. I actually forgot my camera at home and I went to Lonnie's, but I wanted to because I was feeling a lot of things last night. After I filmed that, I was kind of like freaking out, and I like really wanted to cry because I was like scared. I was like, oh my gosh, should I take like too high of a dose? Like what's going on? I'm gonna have a heart attack. But I was fine, but I really wanted to cry, and the weird thing is like I couldn't. It felt like I couldn't focus on the thought long enough to cry about it, if that makes sense. And I really didn't like that because I cry a lot as a person. I cry at everything. It's very natural to me, so it was weird that I couldn't. And then when I went to Lonnie's, I was just really tired, like completely brain dead is the thought that I had. And that thought kind of got stuck in my head that I was brain dead, and it made me like really deeply sad and scared, but like I couldn't cry about it. And I don't know, it's like really hard to explain, because like how I felt last night, I was like thinking like, if this is how it always feels, like I can't do this. I can't be on this medication. I can't be brain dead for the rest of my life and feel like this, like a zombie. But it passed, and I'm really glad it passed, because like I was really worried, like, oh my god, did I mess up my brain forever? Like I can't just stop this medication, you know? Like I could just stop it, but it's important to me to see this through, because I've been so sad my whole life, and I really want to take every avenue I can to find the solution. Like I am very not complacent in my depression and my mental illness. Like I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to kill myself, and it really scares me that I can be like that. So this is a path that I have avoided for a really long time, so it's really important to me to not give up on it and see it through. So yeah, it's day 2. I didn't have a ton of energy like yesterday when I first took it. I don't know what that was. I think maybe that was like some weird fluke. Like I do feel awake. I do feel very sleepy though. I know that doesn't make sense. Like I feel very sluggish, which is understandable for the first few days on this medication. One thing that sucks is I feel really nauseous. Like the moment I took it, it's made me really nauseous, and I remember being nauseous a lot of yesterday as well. What's weird is I don't really remember yesterday. Like I don't know what I did yesterday. I was just like a zombie walking around, but I don't feel like that today, which is good. I think yesterday I overdid it with the amount of stuff I was doing, and I really just need to take it easy while I start this. So that's what I'm doing today, and I feel okay. I don't feel good. I don't feel great, but I feel good because I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. And I was really scared that's how I was gonna feel the whole time, which I know is unrealistic. It was the first day, but it was just like so all-encompassing. I was really scared, like I ruined my brain forever, and it was really weird. But I feel good today. I feel hopeful because I feel better, and hopefully it's gonna get better every day. So today is day 4, I believe. I didn't film yesterday. Yesterday was really bad. It was probably the worst day so far emotionally. Like I woke up, it was a Monday, so I had to go to work. And I woke up, I kept snoozing the alarm because I just couldn't like bear to get up and face the day. And I started getting ready for work. And I just like stopped and looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like so overwhelmed by like sadness and hopelessness. And I just like got back in bed with Lonnie, and I woke him up and I just started crying, and I ended up not going to work, and I just laid in his bed all day. And at one point I got very scared because I was having very suicidal thoughts, but at the time I just kind of forced myself to take a step back and be like, this isn't real. This is the medication. This happens on antidepressants. So when you first take them, sometimes people get worse and get suicidal thoughts, but it's not real. It's not me. It's just the drugs. But it was pretty bad. And I was very unhappy all day, and I had like no interest to do anything, which is very unlike me. And I really didn't like it. But yeah, I spent the whole day with Lonnie because I was scared to be on my own, which was a good call because Lonnie is amazing and so helpful and understanding and caring and nice. And I'm very grateful that he was there in my time of need. When last night strolled around, I felt a lot better, and I feel a lot better today. I actually feel great today. Yeah, I feel really good. I went to work. I didn't get as much done as I usually do, but I got stuff done. And I just filmed a video. I'm filming now, so I'd say I'm feeling pretty good. So I'd say today is a good day. I'm hoping we're on the upward slope now, because yeah, yesterday was pretty bad. And I wish I had known before this that it was going to get that bad, because I'm very blessed to be able to call out of work, and I'm very blessed to have someone I could just spend the whole day with. And I don't know how I would have gotten through it without doing those things, so yeah. So we are in April now. I have been on antidepressants for 2 months. After the last clip you saw, I think it pretty much plateaued, and I've been feeling great ever since. I want to say great is an understatement, and like I'm totally a different person and like my life has changed, but it's not exactly that. So let me explain. I feel great. I feel so much better than I did before. I don't feel brain dead. I don't feel like a different person. Like I have so much more energy, so I've been doing so much more. Like I have 2 jobs now. I joined this club that meets like a bunch of times a week. Dancing, I'm doing like all these things that I didn't have energy to do before, and it really is like transforming my life. And I'm sorry if I get a little emotional. No, but yeah, I feel amazing. I am so grateful for being able to do this, to like have insurance and be able to go to doctor's appointments. I know some people aren't able to do that, so I'm really, really grateful. And I'm also kind of sad. Like, I'm sad that I was sad for so long and I just tried to do it all on my own. When I didn't have to, I could have gotten help and felt this way like a long time ago. Someone told me this a long time ago, is you're not always ready to be happy, and that's okay. Like I had to go through all the things that I went through. I had to try to do it on my own to get to this point, and I'm just absolutely astounded by how much better I feel, and astounded that I got through so many years feeling as down as I did. I don't know how I did it. I really don't. Like, there were some points that were just like so dark, and I was just so on the verge of ending it all, and I'm so grateful that I didn't. And I'm so grateful to all the people who were there for me. I want to be there for people now that I'm feeling better and I can be there for them. So like I said, don't take this experience as fact. I had a really bad at first and now really amazing experience with it. I hope if you guys do decide to try something like this, if you need it, I hope you have just as good an experience. I hope you guys don't need to do it in general, but I mean, like, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about it. I still say do everything else that you can before doing this, but don't be like me and consider this like not an option for like 20 years of your life. So thank you guys for watching. I don't think this got too mushy. I didn't want it to. I wanted it to be more like me telling you my experience, but it's kind of hard to not get a little mushy when you're talking about like your brain and your emotions. So thank you for dealing with that. Now that I have more energy, there are definitely gonna be more videos coming. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.